Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope everything's going very well and blessed. There's another blessed day to be walking with God. Have y'all seen this stuff on this representative, Erica Thomas? Erica Thomas tried to blame this white dude named Eric Sharpton, Eric Sharper. She tried to say that he told her to go back to her country or go back to where she came from because she was trying to ride this wave that President Donald Trump had tweeted and told Representative Omar and a whole bunch of them other apocalyptic women to go back to the countries and cities that they came from and go back and make them better before you come over here and start putting America down. Well, she did. She went to the store and she went into an aisle, you know, that was for 10 items or less. And I guess the guy said she had 20 items. She said that she had 15 items, and then she later said that she had 11 items. But I believe social media, people are getting more keen to the truth, because as soon as she put that Periscope out, everybody was saying, mostly everybody was saying, she's a lie. You could feel it. You could feel that she was lying. You could feel the deception. I also noticed that she voted for Planned Parenthood. She voted for abortion, and here she is 9 months pregnant. You know? But there's a video that shows that the guy was telling the truth. And the more he talked about the video, when they clashed heads in front of the store, they was interviewing her. They was interviewing her. He came up and he wanted to present his case. And he began to tell his side of the story, and you could feel that it was making her upset. It was making her angry because she couldn't push her agenda through. So she said, I'm going to step aside. I'm going to try to finish my interview, but I'm going to step aside and give you your little 5 minutes. And he said, well, you got yours. But in the store, he was telling her, you know, that you shouldn't use this line because it's only for 10 items or less. And instead of saying, hey, I'm very sorry, I'm in a rush, I'm pregnant, I want to get off my feet, I want to hurry up, you know, she goes and steps to the guy, according to the video and the police, that they said that in the video, she stepped to him because there's a big size difference. She's a big woman and he's a little bitty guy. She called him a white guy and he said, I'm Cuban. I'm Cuban. And he says, I'm not a Trump supporter. She called him a Trump supporter. And he said, I'm Cuban. And he says, I've never voted for Republican. He said, I'm a Democrat. I've voted Democrat my whole life. He said, you can check my social media. Man, when he said that, the look on her face. See, the truth, I told y'all in the video before, a lie never happened. A lie never happened. And it could never be proven. And when he told her, when he mentioned the video that the police had showed him, she really wanted to step out the way then. So, make a long story short, that was her interview. But by the time they finished interviewing this man and got his side of the story, they knew the truth. And the next thing you know, you can hear the news truck backing out and leaving. They didn't even interview her. If this doesn't show people that the Democrat Party will do anything, say anything for political gain, nothing else will. They'll lie. They'll lie. They'll come up with a Jussie Smollett. They'll do anything to push their agenda. Now, listen, if white supremacy and hatred was so bad in this country, why do you even have to create these things? Why do you even have to lie about it? Why do you even have to make up a noose or somebody saying go back to your country? Why do you have to do that? If there is so much hate and so much dislike for people of color, oh, I hate that. I hate that people of color because, see, let me tell you something. If they ever handed out reparations, it wouldn't go to all black. It wouldn't go to black people as we consider black. We consider ourselves black Americans, descendants of slaves, right? Well, then the ones that call themselves brown is going to be included in that. Anything that they try to give to the African Americans, civil rights, equal rights, anything, then someone else, another group comes along and takes it. They take it over. They initiated only to make sure, they initiated for blacks only to make sure that another group that they really intended for to get it. For example, like the LGBT, right? They're benefiting more on hatred and stuff like that than black people are. And when they say black and brown, I don't like that. Because you're including us in a whole bunch of people. We are our own unique people. So when you talk about brown, you're talking about people from other countries and other nations. You're talking about Hispanics and Africans and all that kind of stuff. We're talking about here, we're talking about Americans. But anyway, this is a part of the agenda. And let me say something to my sisters out there, just dropping a word. You know, when I do something wrong, I acknowledge I'm wrong and I apologize for that. If that was me in the store and I was rushing and I knew I was wrong for being in the 10 items or less and I had 15, 20 items, I would say, hey man, I apologize. You know, I'm just in a rush. You know, I'm in a rush. My bad. I'm sorry I slowed you up. You know, one of the worst things that I hear people that black men and single men, they're saying about certain women, they say that they don't apologize even when they're wrong. That, you know, instead of defending what you did wrong, just apologize. I know, listen, I know you used to being around knuckleheads, you used to being in relationship with knucklehead men, cheaters, liars, scammers that never show you the phone. They got game, they playing games, and that made you hard, or I don't know. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that. Don't defend it. Don't defend being wrong. I don't know why people do that. Even if somebody, they approach you in the wrong way, you say, hey man, you know, hey, calm down. You know, never approach people like that. My bad. I'm sorry for being in this line. I'm in a rush. But you can't defend wrong. And let me just say, the closer we get to 2020, because they're desperate, they know they're losing their power, they're losing their positions, and they've been figured out as a party of do nothing. They can get up and they present themselves as polished people. They present themselves as educated people. They present themselves as loving people, caring people. You caring for the rights of everybody. Everybody's included. But they're not. They're the opposite of everything I just said. Well, let me know what your thoughts are on this. It's funny how all of this stuff is being exposed, right? It's funny how they try to come up with a hoax and a lie and a bad story, and it falls bad on them. This guy happened to show up at the news thing when she was doing the news interview, and he presented his case very well. And he shot her whole story down. I think she should step down immediately. She should step down immediately, and the Democrat Party should be calling for her to step down. But do you think they are? They're not. Anyway, stay blessed. We'll talk on another video.